All right, Ranger, open this up. All right, we got chickens, we got archers. My goodness, man, look at all this. This is a crazy, crazy fight here, man. Welcome back to the channel, friends. I'm your host, AK, and today we're taking a look at a game called Dark Quest 4. This is a turn-based dungeon crawler with board game vibes, and the fourth title in the Dark Quest series, the first of which I've actually played. Now in this game, you will assemble a team of heroes equipped with potion and skill cards, and fight your way through the dungeon filled with monsters and traps. Your ultimate goal in this game is to get to and defeat the evil necromancer Gulak. Now if you like this game and you want to check it out for yourself, you can certainly do so. It did actually just release in full on Steam on the 5th of November. Check it out if you like, link in the video description below. So let's begin. I have a save file that's post-tutorial. We're going to be playing off of that. Of course, like the video if you like the content. Consider subscribing if you're new here. And I thank you so much. Now let's rock and roll.
Who dares challenge me?
Alright, so each run begins in this little settlement, this little town, central hub maybe if you want to call it that. And effectively what I've done is I've completed a tutorial map, okay? And in the tutorial, I use the following 3 heroes, okay? So you can see the little -1 above their head. So it does appear that if a hero is successful in a mission, they're going to be fatigued, meaning -1 health on the next quest. So therefore, I believe that this game intends for you to be cycling in heroes and out heroes as ones get fatigued and so on and so forth, right? So available to us, we have the wizard, we have the barbarian, we have the dwarf. This individual is the lancer. We have the savager, we have the knights, the fire mage, and the archer. And I do believe we assemble a team of 3, and then we go on a little expedition, we go a little bit further in the dungeon. Now, there's several different things that we can do here, including help build out the deck of our units with Torek the trainer. And then there's a bunch of other options that are locked up. This individual here, the alchemist, of course, will sell you potions. And then to begin your expedition, talk to this guy here, the elder. He will ask you where you want to go, and then you assemble your team and you go. Let's learn a little bit more about our heroes, though, because, you know, this game does have board game vibes, right? I do believe that there are elements of it that are meant to be played like a board game, such as with various checks and so forth. So we have all of these varying stats, right? Let's take the archer, for instance. So if you ever want to understand these stats, press square. I'm using a controller, but we're pressing square, so we have health, we have sanity, magic resistance, save versus traps, speed, defense, save versus death, and initiative. So all of these will do a bit different things. And save versus death, so upon death you have a chance to survive and stand. Defense is the chance to defend against a physical attack. And then save versus traps, the chance to dodge traps. If you fail, you trigger the trap, suffer the consequences. Other things like magic resistance, looks like there's sanity checks in this game as well. And of course health. If you're removed to 0, you are removed from the game. The amount of squares you can move per turn is speed. And I, of course, like high-speed characters. Like, I think the archer is looking pretty good. And then each hero has their own deck as well that you can actually build out with that trainer guy, okay? So if we just kind of scroll over one, we can see the deck of Eldir the archer. Now, this is all he will be capable of doing for now. But, of course, it's going to improve as we get more gold and we can buy more cards for his quote-unquote deck. And then you will have access to the skills in his deck once it's his turn on the battlefield. Turn is, of course, determined by initiative. Okay? That's that thumbs up. So that's basically how it works. I do like the archer. I think we should probably grab the archer. Then we got the fire mage, a pretty compelling option as well. This guy has a ranged attack. We have the knights. I mean, probably a pretty good stalwart presence. 60% defense on the knights. So I do like that. That's pretty compelling. 2 through 3 physical damage adjacent position. So melee, of course. We have the savager. So not much for defense on this. High initiative, good movement, and 2 through 3 physical. And then the lancer, kind of a blend, like okay defense, okay speed, pretty good initiative actually. And then 1 through 4 physical damage that of course pierces through. Alright, so I'm super compelled by the lancer. Let's take the lancer. Let's use the lancer as our tank. Let's take the savager. And let's go ahead and take the archer. Okay. So, I've got a little bit of gold. So, to check your gold purse, coin purse or whatever, just hold down R2 or L2, and you can see we have 7 coins there, okay? So, let's kind of develop our characters just a little bit. Like, I think I'm gonna really like this archer. So why don't we go ahead and add a card to his deck. Alright, so we have critical strike. 33% chance to deal double damage on your physical attack. Okay. Evade. 25% chance to evade. We have split shot. Select up to 3 targets, deal 1 physical damage. Really? Surprise attack. I mean, split shot seems pretty good, and it's really cheap at just 1 gold. Let's do it. And that, of course, gets equipped to the archer, right? And we can build out the skill sets of all these units. I did add counterattack for the barbarian. So maybe we focus on the lancer here as well. So break armor, shield bash, call sister. 7 health and 1 through 4 physical damage in a line. To remove all actions from the enemy. Reduces the enemy defense by 20% with each attack. Let's do break armor. Sounds fine to me. And then for the Savager, Bloodthirsty, we got Enraged Lifesteal. We're going Lifesteal for sure, man. Fantastic. And that is about all of our gold, I do believe. We have 1 coin left. Let's see what the potion options are. So, Strength Potion, plus 2 damage on attacks until the end of combat. I mean, maybe we can use that strategically for, like, our Lancer. Let's buy a Strength Potion, sure. And let's get in there. You're probably like, crawl the dungeon already? Alright, we're gonna crawl it. Let's go. The Elder, show us the way. So, tutorial fights, into the phrase, what I just did. Now we have Menacing Talons. And you can kind of see the little map here, right? It looks like there's locations that require keys. So certain keys that we're finding on our adventure. And then just a bunch of different areas to discover. You will find gold and, you know, traps and monsters, all kinds of stuff. So let's begin with Menacing Talons. So we got a Terrified Farmer. While chickens are not inherently dangerous in number, they can be quite dangerous. Many foes gather, area attacks work best. Okay, so I'm thinking like the piercing abilities of the Lancer, of course. So let's like front the battle effort with the Lancer, and what you do here is, based on initiative, you have units that will go in sequence, okay? So we obviously have to open up this gate. And of course our move range is determined by this little white line. So what I can do is I can move here and open this in the same turn, okay? So let's definitely do it. All right, we got some chickens. And right on the front line where she belongs. Okay, so let's see. Can I actually attack? No. Out of range. But actually it looks like we have another turn. Is that accurate? Let's see. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we got the melee attack. Well, that's not half bad. Let's move the archer in place, and then the Savager has incredible move range. First thing I'm noticing. Alright, so it takes a hit for 2. Which is a little tough, but that's okay. Bam. That's right, get wrecked. And, of course, the lifesteal. Okay, so we're going to want to engage with our Savager, for sure. Let's get the archer in place. Let's get the Lancer in place. And open up the door. Alright, so we have an archer as our foe, and this right here is a trap tile, okay? So, test your save versus traps stat. If you fail, you get damaged. Now, we have to figure out which hero has the best. So, 60% there for the archer, which makes sense. 40% for you, and 20% for you, so we need to send in the archer. So, let's hop the Lancer back. And archer, why don't you get in there, man? Can you take this shot, I think is the question. So we can use different attacks, just press square, otherwise everybody has a basic attack as well. So it looks like I can move up and shoot. Let's do it. So let's disarm the trap, and then take the shot. Okay, so it looks like he doesn't take the shot, but nice block by the Lancer there. 40% chance to do so, and it works in our favor. So right, it's got like dice roll mechanics, right? Alright, so down goes the archer and we press on. So there's multiple different ways, right? The The dungeon floor will become more revealed as we go on, and what do you know, we have a skeleton. Now this guy has a whopping 3 HP. What do we know about him? Okay, so he's got, looks like a debuff card. Suffers +1 damage from attacks when surrounded by 2 enemies. Okay. Well, can I, like, just move in and attack him? Has +1 additional actions as well. Is that so? Well, let's see if we can just get in there and attack him. Bam. Alright, you bet. Not bad at all. Archer, what do you say? Okay, so that door is stuck, meaning we're going to have to go around this way, which is completely fine. We'll do it. Lancer. And Savager. Just park you right at the door. We can open it up next turn. Probably with one of our other characters. We'll send the Savager in. The superior move and good DPS output. So to end turn, you simply just press square to get to your card deck and use the end turn card. Alright, Ranger, open this up. Alright, we got chickens, we got archers. My goodness, man, look at all this. This is a crazy, crazy fight here, man. Okay, so. I mean, maybe I should let them come into me. Because if I go here, we're going to get surrounded. Which obviously isn't a good idea. Lots of these guys have 1 HP, so maybe that split shot technique will come in handy. And then, of course, the purple number is the initiative, the sequence. So I can probably just, I'm going to just end my turn right there. We got the Lancer coming in. And then you. Let's see, can we get the shot? Do you have this kind of range? I guess I don't know. Does that mean he's going to move up? Looks like he's going to take the shot and snipes the archer from deep. You love to see that. Alright, the archer gets munched on. That's okay. We can tolerate it. I mean, it's just chickens after all. It looks like we also have a treasure chest. So in my very limited experience with this game, you typically get gold from chests. So we'll have to see. Maybe, remains to be seen, maybe you can get cards too. Alright, so this has the Lancer all over it, man. But of course, the Lancer's not in good position. Alright, too far away. As I thought. How about this split shot? Up to 3 targets. Let's see. Let me see if I can figure out how to do this. So you, and you. Select the location to move to. Oh, I see. Well, let's bump you back then a little bit. Alright, nice job. We'll definitely take that. How's that for effective? And it looks like one of them blows up. Okay, so maybe they had some sort of debuff on them that I wasn't aware of. But our Savager takes a couple of hits, but actually manages to shake it off pretty good. So that's good. Of course. Why did that one guy blow up? Skeleton chicken. Armored skeleton chicken. 20% block. Otherwise, it looks like it's at 10%. Okay. Okay, so this guy actually does have a bomb. Got it. Okay. So there is a different type, explosive skeleton chicken, that we're going to have to be aware of and prepared for. I mean, I think the Lancer has to take him out. There's another bomb one right there, too. Just take him down. Hopefully you can lifesteal. Bam. Alright, nice job. Good lifesteal as well. Great lifesteal. Alright, so this is going to be useful. Man, these guys have some move range, too. Alright, pierce through. Let's use it. You're going to stay put right where you are, man. Bam. And kaboom. Alright, you bet. Very, very good. Good stuff. Another bomb one. Ouch. Man, that is brutal. So it looks like we have maybe another treasure right here as well, of some sort. But yeah, that room was a big challenge. It takes a little getting used to issuing where you're going to move after your attack, right? But let's see what this is all about. Okay, so we move this. Nothing there, though. Okay. Looks like maybe we have one more trial. One more trial. We'll certainly see. Let's open up this. Oh, I got some coinage. Fantastic. Dropping into the bag. And there's a trap room right there. Well, let's disarm the trap if possible. Alright, good job. Okay, so that one's stuck. Okay. Well, let's try out this one. Alright, so another trap room. So it makes you wonder what this other one is all about. Looks like maybe it leads to the same spot. Maybe. Alright, so that one's stuck too. Alright, we need the archer here. So obviously it's pretty important to have, you know, a pretty wide skill set with your team. Have one guy that's good at traps, one guy that's good at maybe one that's fast, right? Because obviously the game's throwing a lot of traps at me. If we didn't have the archer, we'd probably be in pretty big trouble. Alright, good job. Alright, looks like we have a treasure room and maybe a way out. Fantastic. So there's some coinage. Take the coinage. Nice, 3 coins, man. Just getting paid out. Chest is empty. We don't like that. But down we go. Looks like we have an unfortunate traveler right here. Maybe we can search him. I found nothing. Well, that's not good. Now, I was thinking this was maybe a way out. It is not. Of course, it's another dungeon floor. So let's be prepared. Oh my goodness, we have a giant chicken. Wow. Has one additional action. Kill it before it lays eggs. It's gonna lay eggs. Okay, we have to overwhelm it. Looks like it's hitting 2 through 3. So that's gonna one-shot my Savager. Unless we get a lifesteal. Gotta try for the lifesteal. Bam. Alright, lifesteal. No good. Can I like triple shoot you? Oh, come on. You're supposed to hit him 3 times. What are we doing here? Play this card before an action card. Okay. Well, I think our Savager is in big trouble. Yeah, select a target. Like, use it on yourself. Okay. Very good. This guy is not armored, correct? No, he's got no defense at all. 1 initiative. Bam. 6. Now that's a big hit.
You are no match for my magic.
Alright, so unfortunately the Savager does fall. So we'll have to see the repercussions of losing a unit. But let's take him out. Bam. Alright, so that's good. That's good news. Savager, rest in peace. Hopefully it's just like a penalty for the next fight. We'll definitely see. What do we have here? Alright, nice little trapdoor. Found some cash. Okay. So there's a way up. Ah, okay, so we're behind here. This door, of course, was stuck. And we are certainly hurting. Looks like we get out of there in one piece. Now let's check the repercussions of losing a unit. I would assume it's not permadeath, but who knows?
Who dares challenge me?
Okay, so what does this do? Injured, start at half health. Okay, so maybe we just have to give him a break. Well rested, +1. Okay, got it. So you're like constantly managing a different roster of heroes, right? You're going to be using some are going to be resting, some will be well rested. I do like that system. It's an interesting little system for sure. We got a bunch of coinage. So let's go ahead and assemble our team. I think the knight is fantastic. A fantastic choice. Maybe we go with fire mage.
Fire mage.
I mean, do we get bold and go with both mages? I think we need somebody who's good at traps. This guy, I believe, is. Yeah, 60%.
Dwarf.
So let's do that. And let's take a look at the trainer. So, fire mage. Deals 2 through 8 magic damage on an adjacent ally. A 3x3 target area, wow. I mean, yeah. AoE attacks. 1 to 2 magic damage when an enemy steps on it. I kind of like that as well. If we think about setting up a tank, right? Summon a fire beast. Cannot be controlled though. That's kind of scary. Let's go with firewall. I'm okay with firewall. Then onward we go. Divided against darkness. Well, we should be united against darkness. Let's go. The exit is guarded heavily, and you must be prepared. One of you must face the Skull of Fate. The Skull of Fate. They mentioned that briefly in the tutorial, and I didn't really register exactly the mechanic. So we're going to be learning a little bit here in this run. Let's go.
Prepare to die.
Right, so first observation, we are all split up. Are we not? We certainly are. Well, I think we start by looting a chest. Got a couple of bits of coinage. Looks like we can push this bookshelf. Okay, trapdoor. Roll the Skull of Fate. So what does this do again? The Skull of Fate is right here. The little thing that watches you. Let's roll it.
Dwarf, roll the Skull of Fate.
Cover a health point or suffer damage. Okay. Of course. Yeah, suffer damage. You already knew that was going to happen. Okay, so a corridor. We got the knight versus a skeleton. He's got 2 HP. Skeleton champion. Okay. Not really too threatened by that, to be honest. So whose turn is it? Dwarf. Okay. Well, that one's stuck. My guess is this is likely stuck. No, it's not. But there's a huge chasm. Okay, so we have to go trapdoor with you. Dwarf has to go down here. I mean, it is interesting that you start split up with your party. That definitely is interesting. 2 through 3, we should be just fine. I don't see that he's armored. He's got a 10% chance to block. Boom. Alright, good job, knight. Way to go. Okay. Alright, so we got a fight on our hands. Dwarf has a 30% chance to block. I want to be a bit careful. Wish I had like a ranged attack. Powers your next attack to be unblockable and deal +3 bonus damage. It's a consumable, okay. Well, I suppose he's like carrying around a mug of beer, right? If I move up, we're in trouble, right? He's going to have a lot of flak coming from a lot of different directions. So let's actually bump him back. And then for the knight, given his high defense, let's open up this door. And let's see what they do. Okay, so they do split up. The knight shakes that one off. Not a problem. Dwarf gets munched on a little bit. Got the skeleton with 2 moves. Comes up and hits him for 3. A huge hit. And then, of course, opening up this door, it's... Can I, like, throw down a firewall right here? Well, that's pretty cool. I like that you can cast it over the door. Okay, once per battle is the use on that card. Okay, got it. Alright, well, the knight's gonna have to get it done. Because we got fire in our way, of course. Dwarf. Take him out. Bam. Way to go. Bone beard. Okay, so is this like a hero skeleton or something? Double attack. Yikes. That's scary. I mean, this guy has 2 moves, right? So, he's got to go. If he double attacks, and then the chicken gets me... I mean, we could lose the knight here, but I think you have to roll the dice. Either that or I fade him back as much as possible. I think you gotta attack him. Gotta take out this guy. Well, it only does 2. Okay, so the knight's toast for good, man. Except for no, never mind. He gets 2 blocks in face. Fantastic. Alright, way to go, knight. Like, way to just be a stalwart presence. Just an absolute beast. So, note to self with the fire mage. Don't wall yourself in. Let's use the drunken strike. What do you say? Bam. That's right, get wrecked, Bonebeard. Get absolutely wrecked. And then you, get wrecked as well. That's right, get out of here with that weak stuff. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take the 1 munch damage from the chicken on the knight versus the knight just getting absolutely destroyed. We'll definitely take it. So let's see. Now would this perhaps... Yeah, it looks like that's the way out. That's what it looks like to me. Our heroes rejoice and meet up again. Let's go. Right, a new dungeon. I do like the way this game just keeps throwing new dungeon layouts at you too. It's hard to know exactly how long it's going to be, right? So as we think about managing the HP reserves of our heroes, it definitely creates just a little bit of hesitation sometimes. Let's get the knight in there. Fire mage, I think we'll have the knights kick in the door. Alright, so we got double archers. Not to mention a trap. Okay. I think we can probably take him out with a fireball. Takes a little getting used to having to select your target first and then where you want to move, but looks like if we can come out and then just fire off the fireball, should be fine. Let's do it. Bam. Alright, good job. I like the sprite work in this game too, like the knight sprite looks great. And definitely let me know in the comment section below if you've played other Dark Quest games and how this one stacks up. Okay, looks like we actually did take the trap damage. Didn't necessarily need to even walk across that zone. Guess at 60%. Thought we'd have a little more success. But I stand corrected. Alright, Fire Mage, I don't want you knocking on the door. I want you to unleash a volley when we finally do. Alright, so we got some loot. Some gold. It looks like a staircase downward. So it did say that we're probably going to be facing some kind of boss here, so let's see what happens. How about that? Victory. Fantastic. We get out of there unscathed.
Who dares challenge me?
Okay, so it looks like the injury on the Savager has been cleansed, which is great. Like, very, very good. Okay, perfect. I think what we'll do is we'll do one more dungeon crawl. It looks like we actually have the blacksmith. Okay, so what's this guy gonna do? Oh, let's select our hero. I love the blocking abilities of the knights, and you know, notice different heroes have different slots. All right, like the lancer has 3 for the blacksmith. Knight has 3. So what does this do? Okay, so this is how you actually augment the stats. Okay, cool, man. Wow, lots of variety. Looks like you got some real good options. Does not trigger any traps. +3 bonus to overwhelm damage. 1 extra potion slot. +2 to max health. Well, I think we give him the shield to make him virtually impossible to hit. I've got 3 coins. I mean, I think the shield is a no-brainer purchase for the knight. Probably be using him again as well. Looks like if they're well rested, they don't get fatigued. You have a 50% chance to attack an enemy at the start of combat. After you attack, 33% chance your closest ally will also attack. Grants an ally an extra action. Yes. Fantastic. The knight actually might be kind of OP. Seems like it. So let's have him front our force. Let's do it. We've got the barb.
Barbarian.
Let's take this wizard as well. And let's go. We have what? The vanished sovereign. Notes, take your time to explore the hidden secrets of the prison. Avoid a fight when you can. Not every battle is worth the scars. A master torturer still lurks in the prison depths.
Prepare to die.
Well, we got the knight. Let's go. So it's like every now and then you have to like split up your party. Which is certainly an interesting element of this game. So like I could go down here, I suppose. But let's explore out here first. Like the importance of gold has just been greatly increased. With the forge opening up, right? We don't have any trap master. Okay, so the barbarian vacates. And we got some super chickens. Okay. So let's see. A strong range attack. Let's take the shot. Good job, wizard. Knights, I mean, you have so much block. An extra action to an ally. Once per battle, I mean, we might as well. Looks like he can take the shot all the way from back here. Bam. Get wrecked. Alright, in comes the super chicken. Really, you got through the knights? 80% defense, bro. Yeah, look at that. 80% defense. And he got through it, which is pretty crazy. Bam. Right, looks like one more doorway. I'm feeling real confident with this knight. Even though he took a hit. Just feeling good about him.
Knight, roll the skull of fate.
And he takes a damage. Really? Where's that barbarian? Can I pull him back? Alright, here we go, knight. This is where you shine, buddy. This is where you shine. Wow. He's got some really good range, man. Damn. Two through three physical. These guys are just going once each. So let's roll the dice on the 80% block. Alright, very good, knight. That's my boy. Nice job, knight. Way to get it done. And we are rewarded with some coinage. Looks like another little trapdoor. Let the knight go first. Okay, so it brings us back there. Fantastic. Little shortcut. Alright, so. Kind of looks like a boss room of a sort. Does it not? Got enemies on the outside. And then an interior. Got a couple of chests down there. I mean, we've got 5 enemies. Gonna have to use our ranged attack advantage. So I'm going to go this way with the barb. This guy's got 3 HP. Where can he move? Well, let's just bump the knight forward 1. Just out of range. Blasted him. It looks like the barb can go. I say we do it. Take him out. Bam. I mean, he's got 7 HP, which is a pretty flashy... Actually, no, never mind. 9 HP. Wait, this guy isn't down? Did he block it? Maybe he blocked it. Well, get wrecked, man. Wow. Check out this range. Just from deep. I wonder if this torturer guy is in the middle there. Maybe. Nice job. Alright, Barb, go for the treasure, man. I think the mage and the knight have it. Nice. Hit him for 3. Big hit there. Let's get the treasure. Can he hit this guy all the way from here? He sure can. Impressive. Although he shakes that one off. How about the follow-up? Right, this guy's coming in. Not a problem at all, though, for the knight. Some coinage, you bet. Bam. Nice job. Blast him. Boom. -3. Huge hit. Let's make our way around, meet up with the barb, and then we'll kick in the door together. Actually, we can probably just enter from this door right here. Doesn't even look like I need to go down that other hallway. Alright, so there's another little intersection. Let's try to bait these guys in a range of the mage. Alright, mage going in the 3 spot. Get the hit. Nice shot, barbarian. How about you? Get the hit. Bam. Alright, so he blocks it. Just steel walls that. Right, a big hit, but we're going to be subject to damage, yeah. And we take the hits. The knight does. Good job, barbarian. That high DPS output. Well, I think we got to kick in the door with the barbarian then, for sure. Alright, so it's a staircase. Potentially our way to the final floor. This might be the final floor, that is. The knight is, definitely hurting a little bit. So let's lead with the barbarian. Barbarian, get up there and open that door, buddy. Alright, we got some skeletons and they're right on the doorstep, man. Okay. Well, barbarian, don't be shy. Nice job. Devotion to you. See if we can get 2 strikes on him. Bam. Alright, not necessary. Fantastic. So now we can extend to this guy. Bam. Wow, just taking names. -3. Just getting wrecked. And how about another 3-shot? What do you say? Bam. Alright, you bet. All day, just serving it up. Arcane punishment. Let's go. Skull of Fates. Okay, so we have to roll the Skull of Fates. We have a trap, okay?
Barbarian.
Let's roll it.
Roll the Skull of Fate.
Man, the Skull of Fate always seems to hurt me, man. Yeah, not very adept at scaling traps. But I don't know, I guess if you think about it, 1 HP is worth for some coinage. Got a bunch of coins now, can do all kinds of things. Okay, so there he is. This is the Skeleton Prince, okay. 10% block. And his skill hits for 1 physical damage. He has Lightning Storm. Okay. So he's got lightning magic. This might not be good for the knights. Alright, knight. Block this maybe. Alright, nice job, barbarian. Let's overwhelm him. Boom. That's right. Get wrecked, Skeleton Prince. Bam. Alright, down he goes. Barbarian, kick in this door, and there he is. That guy is, okay, the Butcher. Of course, reminiscent from Diablo. 14 HP on this guy. 3 through 4 physical and lifesteal. 50% chance. Wow. Okay. And it looks like there's a trapped NPC here as well. This guy's 5 move. Looks like he's 2x2 in size. I mean, I think you have to set up a front with the barbarian. Okay, so that's not good. Get him a little space there, knight. Let's go. Okay, barbarian goes second. So we could get the knights. Well, the knight could give him 2 turns. I think he's got to do it. And he's got to strike him twice. Okay. Wizard, can you get a good hit on him? Good hit. Not quite strong enough. How about that, though? The barbarian blocks and then counterattacks for the win. Sometimes I suppose you just gotta be aggressive. And aggressive we certainly were there, using block to our advantage. In fact, what is your block stat? It's 40%. I mean, it's not the best, but certainly not the worst. Fantastic. Way to go. Alright, that guy gets wrecked. Blossom. Alright, Barbarian, counterattack. Not this time. It's a 33% chance, I do believe. Bam. Really? Man, this guy's just a resisting machine. Blocking and resisting. But down he goes. I think we can open up this chest. Sure can. More coinage. Let's go try to talk to this guy. I would assume that's it. If it isn't our barbarian. You know, did really heroic things. Just kind of put the body on the line. So, do we get a new hero then? Rescue the prince. Okay, a throne restored. We're gonna have to learn a little bit more about what that means, but the achievement, right? Thank heavens and of course you, my brave friends. Once the throne is mine again, I shall reward you richly. But first, let me rest a moment and someone please explain to me what the heck is going on. A letter, you say? I never received one. It must be intercepted. I was on my way, excuse me, to attend to some regal matters when my carriage was ambushed by those wretched fiends. No one else survived. They caught me off guard, but never again. I'm ready now. If you say so, Prince.
Who dares challenge me?
Okay, so the Prince does join us here. Cornelius, the Prince. Okay, so it does appear to be a usable character. Attack, march, and command. Command a creature to move to a target location. Commands a character to attack one of your enemies. Okay. An interesting little skill set indeed. But I mean, we're looking at a bunch of gold. I would probably focus and route the gold to the blacksmith to get better equipment. Probably more damaging equipment. I think block's really good. Resistance is probably going to play a factor eventually. We also have potions that we could look into as well. But that, of course, would be done in another episode of Dark Quest 4. If that's something that you want to see. Looks like this guy's available too. The merchant. So what's this guy gonna do? Let's just say knights. Okay, so support actions. All kinds of fun stuff to spend your hard-earned gold on. And the game certainly makes you earn the gold. But let's drop back to the main menu and land this plane, my friends. So this has been Dark Quest 4. It's a fun little turn-based dungeon crawler type game that did just release on the 5th of November. I will leave a link in the video description if you want to check it out for yourself. I think we kind of just barely scratched the surface. But you know, we did manage to unlock a hero, so you can find heroes in the dungeon. And then it does look like all shops, at least currently, are available for purchase. They all require gold, and it's on you to sort of turn your gold into improvements for your overall team. Not necessarily just like one favorite hero. Obviously, you want to kind of cycle in heroes. You know, you want to cycle them in and out as they become fatigued and well rested. It's definitely a fun aspect of this game, and you know, you'll certainly have to let me know in the comment section below as well if you've tried some of the other Dark Quest games. Like I mentioned in the intro, this is my first crack at the Dark Quest series, and you know, I must admit, I did enjoy myself. It's a good one. Had a lot of fun. So if you enjoyed your time here today, my friends, please remember to smash that like button. And if you happen to be new here, then consider becoming a subscriber as well. Maybe this is the video that earned your subscription. Maybe not, but maybe so. But if you enjoyed yourself here today and like a wide variety of games in the indie space, then perhaps this channel is a good resource for you. Hit that subscribe button and don't look back. So thanks so much, my friends. I'm going to get on out of here, but I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.
It's time for you to know what a bubble knows. Time to go where the other bros go. Towers get defended, roads get light, decks get built, dungeons get crawled. Indie gem after indie gem, a bubble knows.